Welcome back. I would like to share with you a lesson on expanded power notation. And expanded power notation is when we take a number and we expand it to look at each of the digits and what they mean by themselves. And so this work is kind of fun, I think. It's taking numbers and breaking them down into smaller pieces. And so I am going to show you in our journal. Here's my math journal. And here I have expanded notation after my square work and before my division practice. So I want to get to my page right here. So I wrote expanded notation, and that's where I'm going to get started in my journal. Expanded notation is where we take a number and we look at it in its parts. So for this one, I want to start with a number like 72. And I'm writing pretty big so you can see it, but I don't want you to write really large in your journal or you're going to run out of room. So this is the 2. This is in our units place. And our 7 is in our tens place. So when we look at this, we can look at it broken into our parts. I want to look at our 10 place first. So I'm thinking about our tens, and I want to see, what do I multiply by 10 to get our tens? And it is the 7. We have 7 times 10. This is all part of the same number, so I'm going to put a pair of parentheses around it, and we're going to add it to how many units we have. Now, I need to know what I multiply by 1, how many units I have to multiply by 1. I have 2 units. So this is saying I have 7 times 10, which means 70, and I'm adding 2 times 1 for our units, 2, 72. And that's all you do. That was pretty easy. Let's try another one. Let's try 35. 35. Now, our 5 is in our units place, and our 3 is in our tens place. Unit and our 10. So I know that I have 3 tens. I write that as 3 times 10, 3 tens. Put parentheses around it because we want them to stay all together. And then we're adding it to our units. How many units do we have? 5 units. 5 times 1 gives us our units. 3 times 10 is 30, plus 5 times 1 is 5, 35. Let's do a little bit larger of a number. Let's do 2,345. Now this one's a little trickier because there's more categories. We have units, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So I'm just going to write, this is our 1, this is our 10, this is our 100, and this is our 1,000, just as a little reminder on what those are we're looking at. So we'll start with our thousands, and I'm going to write it across this way. How many thousands do we have? We have 2. 2 times 1,000. Now we have to add our hundreds. How many hundreds do we have? 3 hundreds. And then we add our tens. How many tens? 4 times 10. And finally, we add our units. How many units do we have? 5. 5 times 1. There's our answer. 2,000s, 300s, 40, 4 tens, and 5 units. There it is. Let's do one more together. Okay, we have units, tens, hundreds, and thousands. We're going to start with how many thousands we have. We have 6 times 1,000, 6,000. And we're going to add how many hundreds? 700s. And we're going to add tens. How many tens do we have? 8 tens. And then we're going to add our units. How many units do we have? 9 units. 6,789. Okay. What's fun about this kind of work is that we can then use these numbers that we've expanded to do operations. So I'm going to write a couple numbers. We're going to have, let's say, 15 plus 22. And we could add them this way, but I want to expand them out. So when we look at 15 and we expand it out, we have a 10, 1 in the tens place, plus 5 in our units place. And then we're going to add that to the second number, which we have a 2 in the tens place and a 2 in the units place. Now we can add all that together. Over here I have my units, 5, 6, 7 units. And here are my tens. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 10, 37. Let's check our work. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. Yes, we were right. The same thing works for subtraction. If I subtract a number such as 43, take away 12. Let's expand it out. I have 4 tens and 3 units. And I'm taking away 1 10 and 2 units. Remember this, there's pluses here because they go together, but our overall operation is subtraction. So 3 units take away 2 units. 3 take away 2 is 1 unit. And 4 units take away 1 unit is 3, or I'm not sorry, 4 tens take away 1 10 is 3 tens. 3 tens and 1 unit, let's check it. 3 take away 2 is 1, and 4 take away 1 is 3. 31. We did it. Okay, for your follow-up, I would like you to do a few examples where you're expanding it out. You can do 2-digit numbers if that's where you're comfortable. You can do bigger numbers if you feel like you're comfortable doing big numbers. And then I want you to do a couple addition, two or more addition, and 2 or more subtraction. And when you have finished that, then I want you to check out the lesson and assignment on Khan Academy on expanded notation and check out more work you can do with expanded notation. I can't wait to see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.